Yo, welcome to TwentyTwice. Hey, man, it's it's a Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Father's Day's episode. There's some real fathers on here. I got a couple of real fathers I got to tape. Recorded, and we did some real. This is good. It's gonna be some real. It's a real Father's Day thing, man. And I appreciate all my guests that came on. But this TwentyTwice, man, we trying to do it, man. We trying to do some real. You know what I'm saying? This is my show, so I'm gonna cut some real shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I got my boy on here. You know what I mean? But let me start it off like I always started off, man. I like to start it off with with a quote of the day, you know what I mean? Like a quote of the day. And since it's Father's Day, I gotta start off with a Father's Day quote, you know what I mean? It say a father carries his pictures where his money used to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel that way, I used to have money there, but I got pictures there, you know what I'm saying? It's all gone, you know what I'm saying? Like my daughter told me one time, she said, "When you get paid, Dad?" I said, Friday. She said, I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "Oh, I'll get back to you on Friday." I said, "Wait a minute." So, oh, okay, I get it, I peep it. All right, whatever. I guess I guess I gotta wait to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you know how it is, man. Like I said, I got this little Father's Day thing. We going down. I got my boy on here, and like I said, you could say acquaintance, you could say whatever it is, but it's been 20 years in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. You know what I mean? We've been doing this. You know what I mean? Shit, but. I just I see him do his father day, do his father thing, you know what I mean? And I'm like, man, that's a real father, you know what I mean? Like I said, some of these cats be like, oh, I can't do this. My baby mama don't let me do this. Woo, woo. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to get out there and try, you know what I'm saying? You got to try, you know what I mean? I'm in a good situation with mine, but if it wasn't good, I still was going to try, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I know that I can't go that long without having my daughter in my life, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So I know I got to do something to get there, you know what I mean? For you know what I mean? Just to let her know that no matter what go on, she can always count on me. She know I'll always be there no matter, you know what I mean? And whatever it is, her mama trip or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? She knows she can call on me. So, you know what I'm saying? So with no further ado, my boy Keith, he on here. You gonna do this? How many kids you got, man? How old are they, bro?
Well, I got three. My oldest son, he 20. He'll be 21 in September, and I got my daughter. She'll be well. Actually, she turned 13 yesterday on the 8th.
Man, that's
And
crazy.
big.
That's crazy.
Right. Then my youngest, he's 7. He'll be 8 in December.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
Like I said, I remember your first son, man. I think I even dropped you out at the hospital. That's how I remember that, but that was back in the day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Yeah.
on one. That was
Man,
2001.
bro, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a minute. So I was like, man, that's crazy when you said 13. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah, man, that's crazy with it, man. But I mean, do you think it's after the first one, was it easier or harder?
um, I think it got easier because uh I was already prepared. Like I already had my oldest son, so I kind of knew the gist of it. But being that it was my daughter, her mom, and me, we spent a lot of time just adjusting, putting our money together, and just doing different things that would help us help our daughter. We had help from her parents and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When things get wrong, when you struggling and you got it, then her parents just show up like, we bought you guys 2 things of diapers and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like it got easier because it was like that family oriented environment. So I think that's what really made it easy. And then we was also at that time we was, with God. So it got much more easier than it was for me when I had my first son and it was just me and his mom. And, we was doing the best that we could as far as reading books and asking other people and stuff like that. So, it definitely, for me, it got easier, especially, income wise and then also mentally wise, just learning more from each
No,
child.
no, I
You know what
feel
I'm
you. I
saying?
feel you. I feel you. I mean, it is like I said. I asked that question because I only got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? My daughter 12, but You know what I'm saying? I oftentimes think like, man, is it easier because you already been through it? You know what I mean? Maybe it's a little bit easier, but as I look up right now, man, at times it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Times it's crazy right
Yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? My daughter asked me questions, but that's after she already looked at YouTube and already looked up the question. You know what I'm saying? Look at, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
your situation is a little bit different though. Like, so, you know what I mean? You're not in the household. Do you find that it's different now when you was in the household, or you know what I'm saying, or is it better now not being there?
Um, it's definitely for me. It's definitely harder because I almost you're used to waking up every day with your children. Like you just said in the beginning of the show, you kind of your daughter you want to be there for your kids and have their back. You never want another man or another person raising your children, showing your children the way that they grew up or what they did in life and stuff like that. Definitely feel as though because I haven't been there in a household, I still feel like I do my part. Like I say, I'm just not there to install myself into my children, and I think that's the hard part because each of us have our own type of way that we go about life, the way we hustle about life, the order that we do things. So when you have your child kind of watch you and pick up from the things that you do, become a hard worker, become an honest person. And so when I see my children now, I see myself, they go backwards and forwards from their mom and they ask those questions. And it's hard for me to answer those questions because, I'm sure they ask their mother those questions that they ask me. But it does get a little bit harder because I have to respect the boundary of what they mom teaching them. And then I also teach them. So it's kind of like after they learn from me that, but my mama said, and I'd be like, at your mama house though.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
So that's why I think it get a little bit harder because you got to co-parent with them and you hear what's said by the mother, then you say, man, all right, yeah, I hear what she's saying. So look, this is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know it's like different. That's why I was asking. You know what I mean? I know we be having conversations. You know what I mean? You be talking about different stuff. And like I said, this is what this show about. You know what I mean? I know it's fathers out there thinking, man, I got no options, or man, I want to see my kids more, or you know what I mean? It may be a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you're making the best of what you got. You know what I'm saying? And you still trying. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what this is what it is about. You know what I mean? It's about those conversations that we be having, but then we don't really have them. We only have them with our partners. We really don't have them outside, you know what I mean, with other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you don't want them to get in your business and you have to tell them, bro, shut up, bro, get out of my business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or nobody try to judge you. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you call me, tell me, I never come at you like, hey, bro, like, you need to do this. I'd be like, just listening, you know what I'm saying? Which I think sometimes you need to listen, you know what I mean? And that's why I try to do this when I wanted to do this Father's Day episode, just because. So now, since we went there, I just you say your daughter just turned 13, and you say you got a 20-year-old son. Is it different between raising a girl and a son? Is it which one you think is harder?
It's definitely harder for my daughter. It's definitely harder for a girl. So, like you say, you got a daughter. So, if you had that son, you're going to be like, oh,
yeah.
That's what you keep concentrating. You just like, look, let me just keep concentrating on the girl. You know what I'm saying? And like we said earlier, I've been in that boat. It ain't always been peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? I've been lied on by my baby mamas or ex-wives and different stuff like that. So, everything not perfect. But, as men and as women, you got some people that's going to be biased. You have some people who are influencers. You have people that are going to just believe whatever it is that they want to believe. And in a sense, getting back to your question, I say that because when you have a daughter, you got to kind of be careful because you got a son and you got a daughter. I don't know why God made it that way, but for some reason, the daughters are daddy's girls. The sons are mama's boys. So when you going like I've been in situations with my ex-wife and my kids are there. We're not talking about too much, and my son would be like, "Dad, that's my mama though." I'm like, you sit back, bro. You know. And then my daughter will be talking, and then I can see it in my daughter's face. She be like, "Just hang up on her, Dad." Just hang up on her, Dad. She don't know what she's talking about. I'll be like, I don't want that type of beef.
I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. You know, we've been talking, but we talking about this kid thing. But let me read something to you. You know what I'm saying? On May 24th this year, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos fatally shot 19 students and 2 teachers and wounded 17 other people at Robb Elementary School in Texas. Now, I tripped out when I heard this because I was in my mind, I was like, that's crazy, bro. Like to be up in there and be able to do that much carnage before the police got there, or it seemed like they was there now and they were just waiting for it to get cleared out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to see parents outside trying to get in and do something about it, that's crazy because I don't even know what I'd do. I know I was driving my daughter off to school like after this happened. And my daughter was like, "Hey, man, like, Dad, they tell us to get under the table. They tell us to do." I'm like, "Oh, like we on that? We you know what I'm saying? Like we on that. That's crazy to me. Like, but I ain't gonna act like I don't understand because this been going on for a while now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it was like Colorado when it first started, when they first started killing, you know what I mean, shooting up the schools. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, man, and I just felt some type of way. And then when I looked around, I stood there waiting for her to go. Always wait. When she get out the car, I always wait for her to go inside the door. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I always wait for her to get inside the door. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I'm looking around, man, ain't nothing around, bro. It ain't like nothing stopping nobody from doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, they want to do. So that tripped me out right then because I'm like, man, even if a campus security guard there, he ain't got nothing but a walkie-talkie. And then what I'm saying, where he going? You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you heard this, what you thought? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the first thing that I thought was, I thought it was an act of, I've been going to church a lot, like in the past 7-8 months. So as soon as I heard it, I knew it wasn't nothing but the devil. You feel me? First of all, and second of all, for that young man to walk in there and do what he did, we always want to say that a person decides to do something, they have a mental problem. You know what I'm saying? We always want to throw that on people. But in a situation, I say, first, we didn't know what he was going through. Second, it seemed like he had on full body armor. So it's like he was prepared to go to war for some reason and it was just children. You know what I'm saying? But when I heard it, definitely prayers went up for the parents because you don't never want to come to the school and find out that your child, passed away at school. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And then it's just the time and the ages that we've come to. I think that with everything that's going on, we got to basically get to, I feel like, homeschool because it's stuff like that to where, people lost their child and, you got a person, you don't know what's going on in that man's mind frame. I thought about the different things that he could have been thinking about, like maybe he had a little cousin or somebody and was getting mistreated by the children, by the teachers or racist, or maybe some of the children was picking on one of his little brothers or sisters or cousins, but that still don't give you no excuse to do that. So I'm like, for him to go up there with a gun, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the second person. Even, what happened in Buffalo when they got that dude in Buffalo, he had on protective armor. So it seems like everybody that he ran in the grocery store, they had full body armor on. This young cat ran into a school and had full body armor on. Where is you getting this full body armor from? Because we all know that it's harder to get a bulletproof vest or body armor than it is to get a gun. You know what I'm saying? I looked that up. It's harder to get a bulletproof vest than to get a gun. So I'm like, where is this young guy getting this full body armor from to go into a school with children and just shoot it up? And then we ain't heard nothing else about it from that day, from neither area, whether it was the Buffalo incident at the shopping store or at the school it happened and then it was gone. We've had more incidents, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of scary to know that they're raging war. But I personally think that it has something to do with what's about to happen. It got something to do with something that's about to happen, because there's no way that you go on these mass shooting rampages. I just don't think the human mind can handle that much, like you said, handle that much carnage, and then you just go home and get a bag of chips and be, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, no,
impossible.
it's crazy. I mean, I know you were saying like do a homeschool thing, but like, I mean, in my mind, I don't know if I had any other reactions. You know what I mean? I like to say to have her teach to be schooled at home, but like, did you in your mind, did you was like, okay, maybe that's the best thing to do, or you was like, man, I hope that they figure this out. Like, I mean, what was after, I know you say you had your thoughts, but what was your reaction to that? Did you think maybe I could come up with this, or maybe I could work with her mom and we could figure out something else where she be at home or my son be at home? Did you come up with something like that, or you just was like, man, that's just crazy? Like, you just left it at that?
Nah, we when that happened, I talked to their mom, and I was just like, you know what, I feel like between me and you, you got a college degree, I got a college degree. Between me and you, I feel like our children should deal with homeschooling, just because when you let your kids go into the school, like I said, in this day and age, it ain't back when we was in school where we go in, play four square tetherball and all that different stuff and be cool. Rainy days, heads up, 7 Up, and all that type of stuff. I don't even think they do that no more. But in my case, I've just felt like I don't mind my children going to school, but I just felt like I have to be able to monitor my children. I have to be able to show up whenever I want to show up, or in most cases, I feel like the homeschool would be definitely better by getting like some type of arithmetic from the teachers, because they might not allow it. They still might have public school, but I'm just saying to my ex-wife, maybe we should just do homeschool between me and you. You pick 2-3 topics and I pick 2-3 topics, and then we just go from that route. And whenever they have to go to school, me and you take turns and actually go up there and sit with them, not just because of this issue, but we all know over a period of time, it's little things like this that give people ideas. So like we were just saying, it's nothing really there. There's no real security there. It's not like the city's police officers that's going to take their time out to go sit up there and wait on crime when crime is happening across the city. So I definitely think when I spoke to their mom about it, she just, she didn't have no reaction to it or whatever. And like I say, whatever their mom got going over there, she might have a boyfriend, fiance, whatever she got going on. I'm sure they trying to get arrangement too. But, as I mentioned earlier, that's always the harder part, because you got children and then you got a person that got somebody, and the person is given the say-so to try to manage your children. So that's why I say that's why it becomes harder when you get outside and you go in co-parenting. It becomes harder because another parent will give another person the ability to raise your child.
I mean, let me ask you, so how do you deal with the work-life balance with your kids? You know what I mean? You got to work. You know what I mean? Is that hard for you? Do you take it? Is it like, you know what I mean? Like, even for me, and my schedule, I got one of those schedules where I work night times. I would like to be home in the daytime, but you know what I mean? But to try to have that work-life balance to be able to still, still be present, but then still be present at work. Like, you know what I mean? How do you feel like that's hard for you, or you already got scheduled?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna be honest with
But
you.
you're gonna have
I
to keep it
feel
real
like
if you don't hear it. This is a 20-twice show, you know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
have to keep it real, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I had to sit up.
Yeah.
That's why I had to sit up.
Yeah.
I said, let me sit up real quick because I gotta keep it real. So, for me, it's more so. It's easy for me. I'm gonna say that it's easy for me. The reason why it's easy for me, I work 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts. So the only day that I get off, well, it's 8 and 12, depending on what I'm saying, the situation. But I'm only off on Sundays, so I'm not even really off on Sunday. I get off Sunday morning. And then Sunday night, I don't go back. But then, like you said, I work overnight too. But with my children's custody, I used to have overnights. But then when I got this job, I had to pick that I want to chase my bag or that I want to spend more time with my children. because I'm co-parenting and my children spend more time with their mother, I was like, it's better for me to spend more time working, even though I don't have that much time. So in a sense, I go backwards and forwards with my kid's mother, and she likes to have more time. I don't know if she wants that time to be spent with the new family that she's trying to create. I don't really know what she's trying to do. I just know that I see my kids on Fridays from my court order, and I see them from 1 to 6. And at first I was kind of upset about that, because I'm like, I had weekends at first, and something happened to where I didn't go to court. So then the judge did some stuff, and now I see them Fridays from 1 to 6:30, maybe sometimes 1 to 8. And of course that's not enough time, but in a sense, I wanted to leave enough time open for me to be able to have my own family. You feel me? What we went through, and like I said, I don't know. I know my kids come and be like, Dad, my mom, boyfriend, this and that, check that out. Leave that, you here with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what your mama do at her house. That's her business. But leave that here with me. Only talk to me if something wrong over there. If ain't nothing wrong over there, I don't want to hear about no vacations or whatever y'all doing. And so with me, it's one, I want to make sure I spend the appropriate time with my children. Of course, Monday through Friday ain't really okay because they going to school, unless, I'm picking them up from school and dropping them off at home, because it's a little time period. And then I know, they not grown. So I'm not going to have them out till 9, 10 p.m. trying to spend time. You know what I'm saying? But on Fridays, when I pick them up, we spend the time, and then I go drop them off at their mom's house, and then I go to work. And then I don't see them again until next Friday, or unless in my court order, we got holidays. So this year, they spent the 4th of July with their mom this year. So last year, they had the 4th of July with me. So my daughter's birthday was yesterday. So this upcoming week, I'm going to spend her birthday with her. So it's weird. But like I said, when I thought about it, I was like, what if you would have took 50-50 custody, and nowadays, not to get off the subject, but it's easier for a woman to find a man than it is for a man to find a woman. You know what I'm saying? Men are always on the prowl to find a woman. It's very rare that you got a woman that see you and like you, walk up to you and be like, what's up? So for me, I felt like, you know what, let me make sure I spend as much time as I can with my children, but at the same time, I don't want to bury myself to where I become a single parent and I never find the time to find somebody for my life. But then I also got to make sure I'm not bringing all these different women into the household to where every time my daughter or my son come over, they see a different woman with their dad or whatever. That's what made me go to turn back to God and kind of just, try to focus and do everything that I need for them. But the hard thing, again, like you said earlier, a father keeps a picture where his money used to be. Definitely, my daughter come, get some new shoes. Son come, here goes a couple of coats. Here goes some pants for y'all. Here goes some toys for y'all. Here goes some more shoes for you. Here goes some hair products for you. Here goes some T-shirts for you. Here goes some boxers for you. So I'm always spending money on them.
Let me get you out of here, man, because we go on this thing. I don't want to hold you up. I know you got to work and all that stuff. So let me get you out of here with this last question, man. So as a father, I know a lot of couple of cats I had on here that I interviewed. They had kids graduate from college. You know what I'm saying? So like, what is success for you? Like, what is as a father, like at the end of the day, you'll be like, oh man, I did my job. Like, what's success for you, for your kids?
For success for me would be ultimately, and this probably ain't everybody's goal, but success for me is, one, to see all my children become adults. Because some of us be getting out of there before our kids become adults. You know what I'm saying? So one is for see all my children become adults. Two, to be able to install some of the things I learned after being a grown up, how to do a resume, how to present myself, how to respect another person, how as a male to defend or be a protector of my family, how to be a provider, as my daughter, what to look for in a man as far as what type of respect you want, how a man should treat you, knowing the difference between a man trying to control
I
you
got you. I
and a
got you.
man
I
trying
got
to
you.
lead you. You know, different things. So, for me, it was just to see all my kids be successful, and then to also make sure that I leave this earth with something to give them a caboose on life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Johnson and Johnson, where I can't leave $2.5 billion or whatever. I would love to if I can. Maybe the insurance policy might, you know what I'm saying, might get them there. But my job is just to send y'all something, to give y'all something to when y'all start life and I leave, y'all get something from me to help y'all boost further into this time in this age that we live into. Because it's easy in this day and age to lose your bread or lose your money or be sued or anything like that. The way this
Right.
money come and go
I feel
is
you, bro.
it's crazy.
Hey, like I
So
said, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come on and just to, to tell your truth, your real, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going to have this up, man, for everybody to watch, for everybody to see, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, I just think that it's important that we get something out for Father's Day because I haven't seen nothing like that. At least to speak the real, you know what I'm saying? But again, bro, I appreciate you, man, your time, bro. I really do, man. Uh, uh, but yeah, that's all I got, bro. You know what I'm saying? We good, bro. I appreciate you.